Some believe that the wrath of God is only at the end of the tribulation and only belongs to the 7 last plagues. This is wrong. The wrath of God is not simply the 7 last plagues, nor is it just the battle of Armageddon. The wrath of God applies to the whole time of tribulation. Here you can see a list of many of the Old Testament prophets and how they characterize the day of the Lord, or the time of God's wrath. It's a day of reckoning, a day of judgment, a day of cruel fury and burning anger, destruction, a day of panic, subjugation, a day of vengeance, a day that belongs to the Lord of hosts, tumult, doom, battle, a day of clouds, etc. Looking at all these passages that deal with the day of the Lord, it is clear that this is a time that God's wrath will be poured out on an unbelieving world. The primary purpose of the day of the Lord's wrath will be to destroy the kingdom of darkness, giving specific attention to the final beast empire of Satan. It is also a day of deliverance for the people of God. A secondary purpose of the day of the Lord will be to refine the third part of the nation of Israel, completing the spiritual kingdom of God. In Revelation 6:17, you can see that it says, "For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" And then in Revelation 10:7, "In the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished." Revelation 11:18, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead." And in Revelation 15:1, "The 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of God." So you can see already in Revelation 6, the wrath has already begun. It's already started at the beginning of the seals. And in chapter 10, we're shown that it's part of all of the mystery of God. And in chapter 11, again, the wrath is come. And in Revelation 15, it's filled up the wrath of God. You can see it's coming to an end. This goes through the whole 7 years. Here you can see a breakdown of the 7 years. The first 6 seals happen in the first half of the 3.5 years, and the first 6 trumpets happen in the second half of the first 3.5 years. And then the 7th trumpet covers the whole last 3.5 years, and the 7 bowls come near the end of the 3.5 years. In Revelation 10:7 we read, "But in the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he had declared to his servants the prophets." What is that mystery? How long do the righteous suffer and the wicked prosper? That's the question. That's what they've been asking throughout, way back. When is God going to vindicate us? Why does God pour out his wrath? It's the blood of all people of God that the wicked world has shed throughout the ages that the Lord is avenging. For the believer, it was finished at the cross. For the unbeliever, it will not be finished till the end of the tribulation. Why does God pour out his wrath? We can see in Revelation. In chapter 6:10, it says, "How long to avenge our blood?" In chapter 16:6, "They have shed the blood of the saints and the prophets." In 17:6, "The woman is drunk with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs." In 18:20, "They have avenged you on her." In 18:24, "In her was found the blood of the prophets and the saints." And in 19:2, "Avenge the blood of his servants." This is the time when God will avenge all those that have been killed throughout the ages.